So this section, let's talk about the traits, or say the astral blessings. I will not read the descriptions for you, but I have to tell you the range that we choose within. That we exclude wise altitude and pentatonic harmony. That is because these two traits are related to PvP, but we only focus on PvE here. So let's first look at the first slot. You choose between fire and ice. So let's first look at fire. If you are choosing fire, then the only source of your ice string will be your thunder, which means the mana restore from your note melody will be once per minute, which is very low compared with the icy rotations. The only other source of your mana restore from fundamental skills will be the fire mirror heart or other mirror hearts. That is quite low, so you have to choose some additional traits for extra mana. That is the Thunder Wind. And the second slot. Once you have chosen the fire trait, you might find out that the damage of your fire 1 is not very low. So you can choose to increase the damage by fire 1 with the transients. Of course, you have to make sure your spring level is higher than some certain threshold, say 25% or 40%. And you can also choose the 5 Spirit. That two choices are quite close, but if you are above a certain level of sprint, it's better to choose transients, because the damage is just a little bit higher. And the third choice, once you have chosen the Thunder Wind, I guess the mana is just excessive, so you don't need to choose Oblique for more mana restore. You can choose Bring the Wind for a higher number, or say higher frequency of a note melody to get more damage. And the last one, for a fire rotation, as we have chosen the Thunder Wind, we have no chance to get the dancing notes, so the damage of our note melody cannot be increased by that 35%. So the higher number of note melody from String of Strong is not very beneficial for the fire rotation. So we just choose the Lightning Bolt. It's more beneficial. It will increase your DPS more than your String of Strong. So this rotation style, this choice of traits is called the Fire Thunder or the Fire Thunder Wind. Fire Thunder Wind. Basically, we choose Fire, Wind, Thunder Wind, Lightning Bolt, and 5 Spirit or Transient based on the condition of your sprint level. That is the Fire Thunder. Then it is the ice rotations. The ice rotations are less mana related. But if you choose the Lightning Bolt, which means you do not have a higher number of note melody, and if you are still taking the glyph of the Respite, which consumes you a little bit more mana, you might still experience a shortage of mana if you are choosing dancing notes. Of course, you have to choose the dancing notes, because it increases most of your damage, including Ice 2, Note Melody, and the Trigger Dragon by the Ice 2, and Fire Song. It increases these damage by 35%. So for a ice build-up, you choose dancing notes, no Thunder Wind. So if you are still choosing Lightning Bolt, you might experience a little bit lack of your mana. But if you are choosing the Strings of Shang, there will be no mana problem. So the 5th slot is free for you to choose. But personally, I like Strings of Shang better than Lightning Bolt. But for low haste, low spring level, the Lightning Bolt is also a very good choice. And then it's the second trait. Second trait, for a ice build-up, you just choose 5 Spirit. Because 5 Spirit will increase the critical rate of your Ice 2 by 20%, which will also gives you a higher number of Trigger Dragon. That's very important. And for your Ice build, the Ice 1 damage is very low, so the Transient is not that beneficial, because the basic damage of its target is just too low. So for a ice build-up, you just choose ice, 5 spirit, bring the wind, because bring the wind increase your number and damage of note melody while you are playing ice. Dancing notes, Shang or lightning bolt. So when you are choosing lightning bolt, this rotation is called the ice thunder, because the lightning bolt is more related to your lightning status. And if you are choosing the strings of Shang, it is called icy note melody, because it increases the number of your note melody very effectively. So the note melody will become one of the major proportion of your damage. So that is the icy note melody rotation style. So these are the 3 build-ups based on the choice of traits. Yeah.